Hi, this is my disclaimer. In spite you may wonder why I'm doing a disclaimer at the beginning of my video. Seeing I'm trying a new project, a new kind of show if you may, even if it's only a one-off. The new disclaimer that I am providing here is to those fabulous people who put lovely pictures of which I use not for profit, not for gain, just for entertainment, purely only for entertainment. And I like to share what I like to see, and I'd like to share that with people. So any materials that I may use in all of my videos, particularly this one, as there's going to be more of, there's a possibility that I may accidentally use material that has got a copyright that I haven't put a disclaimer on. So for that I can only apologise, and if they are truly private or confidential or all the above, then maybe you should be removing them off the mode for free tabloids, because I've been using free tabloids for many decades, including some of the earlier stuff of which I've had suddenly a copyright. Now I did do this on an earlier show, stating now if it's copywritten, even with the apps that we pay for, and I'm guilty of sin for paying for apps because I like some of the stuff you can get to make an entertainment to its full value, so people can watch with a bit of luck and enjoy my stuff. So on this disclaimer, for any materials of which that I may use, I can only but apologise and express my concerns that, well, if it is a problem, then maybe in some cases, now that sounds nasty but it's not meant, in some cases you should probably take it with the provider that you're using to say, look, you know, I've not given you permission or authorization to use this material free for non-prescribed pictures and media that people may use or not use. So again, including the stuff that I use, I'm not going to go and hold someone up against some kind of crazy invisible wall or force field or any sort of that crazy stuff in whatever sort of view you may take. It is literally, it's there. All that I do is literally and 100% not for gain. It's just for pure entertainment. I hope you enjoy these videos, and I hope you enjoy many more, and on most occasions please subscribe and give me a thumb up. Knock them dead, and hope you enjoy all of this. Catch you in a bit. Till the next time. See you on the other side. Till then, see you soon. Hi. Awfully sorry about that. God, you caught me out there, or something caught me out, because here I am, back in the stage. Hello. Here we are with a new screen. Oh, blinding. Anyway, where were we? Now, the thing is, now, I have to say, human nature is unbelievable. It's so unbelievable, one scratches their head and how come we've got so far. I mean, let's look at this particular subject today. The subject today is, what's this thing with violence? I mean, seriously. You know, here you are, being happy-go-lucky with your mop or other things, or friends, or buddies, or chums, or I don't know, whatever your preference is, it is. I don't know. I'm no particular person. I'm just someone doing this report. But anyway, what kills me mainly, and I've got to say mainly, you say, what are you talking about? What are you waffling on about? Well, what I'm waffling on about, basically, turn it down a little bit, and that is violence. Now, what kills me? If a man, let's use a man and a woman's aggravation screen up there would state what I'm talking about. And lo and behold, what happens? The bloke gets 7 shades knocked out of him. Defends himself as one may or may not do. I don't know, however one wants to live, really, I suppose. And all of a sudden he calls upon assistance. Help, 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 help! I need help! Noisy. And he gets the help. Usual things. And this, that. Did you really? What really was the cause of it? And where did it start? And how did it start? Did it really start at all? I don't know. Don't mind the blood in my arm and the dog dangling from my elbow. You know, I'm fine. Oh, you're arrested. Huh? But I'm the one who's injured. Nope. And then you go to a court of law. Court of law. Now, you have to laugh at these guys. They're worth God knows how much. And then they come and take you. You go there and all the extra buzzes and whatever the story. I'm not a solicitor. I'm just someone doing a report. You see, report of violence. Not good. And it's the guy who gets done. So let me get this straight. On the opposite sides of sex. Now, a man can defend himself and he's the one who's wrong. When a woman goes and defends themselves, or the weaker of the relationship defends themselves, they get arrested. So let me get this straight. So here you are, not getting on very well with whatever your preference, any sort of preference. You know, if it was America, no offence to the Americans, get a boxing ring. Duck and Rabbit did it. And why don't they decide one thing? Balance out the situation. Well, they very seldom do. So here goes blokey with his arm, or the opposite sex with the arm, gushing with blood, walking with a limp. Don't worry, he's got an axe stabbed in the back of him, and he's got a dog dangling still on the arm, and anywhere else you can possibly imagine. Oh, I didn't like that very much. It went into one. But anyway, where was we? I got to do this in 2 parts. That's never a good thing, really. No. Yes. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Yes, boxing, I better not do that. But anyway, you got this poor old chappie, barely alive, and he's the one who's got the old cuffs. Or she's the one who's got the old cuffs. Whoever was the aggressor gets away with it. So, what is wrong with this world when they allow aggressors to practically get away with it? I mean, it's no joke. I mean, boxing, yeah, that's one way of releasing pent-up angers. But why take it out on each other? Because, my God, they do. And it doesn't matter where you are, what you are, or whatever you are, or what even species you are. It could be worse, you could be a dog, or a cat, or even worse, a fox, or even worse, a spider. They crawl around with their 8 legs, crimply, crawly. And they see the opposite sex, and guess who gets munched? Not the one who gives the kids, but the one who's big and muscly and say, you ain't going nowhere, I am your boss. and he's gobbled. Ew. Imagine the taste of that, even worse. Just even contemplating the taste of it would be just disgusting. But anyway, back to the report. Wow. I was thinking I was a bit hungry. Cheers. Pardon me. Oh, and then when you get violence in another way, if the person doesn't get away with it, they usually get a slap wrist. Depends on the aggression of the violence. You know, I have to put the serious side in as well as the crazy side. I mean, say you're a nut. Oh, I am. Oh, yeah, it's true. And your partner is slightly hinged, like a door. Now, you both have an argument, and one gets aggressive with the other. Black eyes here, hairs flying there, roller pins, bats, even pots, and knives. Ouch. Or dogs in my case. Or, well, not my case as such, but in my opinion of my case. You know, it happens, and who's the one who's going to get the, here you go, in a change, jank as you go, there's your time, serve it. Well, that's a matter of opinion, because no one really actually knows who gets the time on that. Either way, it's not a pretty thing. You know, it could be the fault of each other, it could be the fault of the aggressors. It may even be something completely different. Oh, you talk to that bloke. Oh, you talk to that. Oh, you talk to that woman. No, that's the wrong way. Yeah, split personality is a bad thing. So it could be like, oh, right, lady, you're talking to that bloke. Why? Ouch, you just punched me in the eye. Or, hey, you, why are you talking to my man? Oh, you just punched me in the titty. Who knows how it goes, but either way, it probably wouldn't be very, very pretty. So, funny voices aside, it's a serious matter when, you know, a person or persons beat up on each other, and 9 out of 10, depending on age, circumstances, sometimes circumstances doesn't come into the question. Sometimes circumstances are the biggest thing in a question, but 9 out of 10, it's usually the aggressor who usually 9 out of 10 gets away with it, and the victim, or victims, whatever the story, or the victims, are the ones that keep it quiet. Many subjects a man will not mention if he's getting beaten up by his mop. A woman, 9 out of 10, keeps it quiet. But either way, it's not pretty. Rather than beat each other up, how about this one? Meet a compromise, get either way, and say, you know what? We'll either go our separate ways, or why don't we try and sort it out without the boxing gloves? Now that would work. Or, hey, just get a pair of gloves, a punch bag, and take it out on the punch bag. Though it might hurt, especially if it hits you in the face. Bang! Oh, I could just almost manage that and put that away. That looks disgusting. And this is what I'm saying. Why do people do it, and why is aggression and violence and penultimate answer to many, many silly questions and silly arguments? It's the mystery of science and the mystery of this report. One day we may or may never find that answer, but when we do, we may come wiser, or more clever, or just as stupid as ever. Because, hey man, we're only human. Anyway, till the next time, I'll see you on the other side. Ciao.
A joke's a joke, but when it comes to the violence, there is no joke. I may laugh and joke about everything that violence is not very good, and it really does affect people's lives. So take care of yourselves, be lucky, and have a good one.
Just be honest, I've been in my head, reinforce my walls.